He who controls the spice controls the universe. In Dune, nothing is truer. The idea that the control of this one resource will bring the entire universe to its knees necessitates a novel where the entire universe is relevant and integral to the story. It's shocking then when an idea of this scope succeeds with clear motives for the characters and compelling struggles against enemies all around them. This book is full of concepts and ideas that have lasted for decades and have shaped what sci-fi is to its core. I'm Andrew Panic, and I'm going to try to explain everything that makes Frank Herbert's Dune a literary masterpiece that will last forever. One of the things they established very early on in Dune is that digital technology doesn't exist because of a revolution spurred by the degradation of man at the hand of machines. In order to replace the machines and their governments, a feudal system was established which, very simply at its base, consisted of a collection of royal families called houses who form one side of the government and an emperor on the other side. The main character, Paul, is the son of the Duke of Trenes, and is being ordered by the Emperor to rule Arrakis, the only planet that can produce spice, the key ingredient for interstellar travel. His father, the Duke, knows the Emperor will attempt to eliminate their house, but due to his duty to the universe, he accepts to run and defend the socially and politically unstable world because he knows this is the only chance he has for Paul. While this is occurring, Paul's mother and others are training him in superhuman ways in an effort to make him the most capable Duke he can be. As Paul's father attempts to rule the planet, Paul is forced to adapt and mature from a young boy who learns from fighting teachers and academic tutors to become the young man who can tame Arrakis. During this time on Dune, the Emperor attacks with overwhelming force, leaving Paul and his mother no other options but to flee from their stronghold into the desert. Paul then makes it his mission to reclaim his birthright, avenge his father, and to take the throne from the corrupt emperor. The themes of the story are deeply woven in and integral to the story, like its concept of destiny, nobility, leadership through respect, fighting opposition through terror, and the power of the human mind over the universe. These themes are all apparent throughout the story and force the reader to think about the real-world socioeconomic struggles, policy issues, and the role leadership plays in different cultures besides our own in the United States. This story, I believe, belongs to the handful of books renowned for their world building, such as Lord of the Rings, or Harry Potter, or even Game of Thrones. The reasons it gives for events and character actions are always well-founded and add to the allure of the book. Dune is extremely robust in this way, so much so that it's hard to emphasize how strong it is this way without spoiling the entire book, because any little thing in there will invariably be so deeply connected to the plot that if you know it, it's going to reveal the entire book to you. If you like Lord of the Rings 2001 or any other sort of densely packed novel filled with substance, then I cannot recommend this book enough. It's been such an influential novel in forming sci-fi as a genre that traces of it can be found in a lot of sci-fi and fantasy works to this day, and will be for many, many years to come. I believe that knowledge of this book and knowing its concepts well can be the same as knowing the concepts and idea of sci-fi itself as a genre. Dune is a large part of other sci-fi novels and the ideas that they have. Dune has contributed so much to culture as a whole, not even just counting sci-fi. Its tropes are still widely used, its themes and its topics are still fresh in the public's mind. Reading this book is like reading a classic, because it is reading a classic. You know more about the culture as a whole by understanding and knowing this book and what it means. Therefore, I can't recommend it enough.